Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, back from more Age of Wonders 4. In this episode, we have to bounce back from the disaster that occurred at the end of the last one. Before we get too deep into it, I do have to make this one a little bit shorter. I've got a lot going on today. I need to change the brakes on my car. Experts say that's important, so I'm going to get that taken care of today, and I've also got some plans with friends, so I got to make this a little snappy, but let's jump right into it with the comments and feedback. First off, acknowledge the elephant in the room here. I got to do something about this. Now, I'm thinking these guys might back off. I don't know if they'll push Denver, but just in case they do, something I'm going to do right now before I forget, we're going to grab the, where is it? Put the stone wall in the queue there, and I'm just going to outright buy that. I know this takes almost half of my available gold right now, but because I lost that massive army, I'm making plenty, and it doesn't cost upkeep. So it just gets me plus 40 fortification and triples. Wait, hang on. No, it doubles Denver's defense, not triples. It just, it's 40 total, not in addition to the palisade walls. But along with that, I'm going to grab the archer battlements, which that can complete in 2 turns. I'm just going to grab that. I'm probably going to grab the caltrop stash. And I'm getting all these things not necessarily because I want to use them in battle. Usually if you wind up defending in a siege, it's probably a battle you're not going to win, because it's usually better to ride out and attack the person who's attacking you if you can catch them in a bad formation or something. But they do still increase that city fortification health. Then what I'm going to do is in 2 turns, when this finishes and the city grows again, I'm going to grab a tile way behind my city, probably this one over here, and stick a spelljammer in it. I can't quite do that yet. I guess I could get a spelljammer somewhere else, but Denver really does need these forest tiles here to be actual. I guess there's technically another one. I kind of need 3 foresters here, although I could build a special one somewhere, I suppose. Because I want to get the estate hall in Denver soon, and I want to get the boost for that. But I actually do have 4 forests to work with here, don't I? Maybe if I got the... I still kind of like the idea of having the spelljammer on this tile, though. Just way tucked away behind everything else. In fact, if I could, I would just stick it all the way back here, but I don't have the time for that. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and grab the archer battlements, and when the city grows, I'll use it to pick up this tile and put the spelljammer there. But I definitely need one of those in Denver. And if I need to, I'll save up enough gold to hurry the production of it so that I can get it on a moment's notice. Because, in fact, what I'll probably do is, regardless of what happens, I'll save enough money to buy the spelljammer. Let me make sure I can build that. That would take 5 turns normally. I'll try to make sure to keep a nice surplus of money on me so that I can afford that. That actually might end up being more than something I could afford on a moment's notice, because just the 2 turns for the stone wall costs 700 something. I'll have to... I don't know. I'll have to think about that, because you can build it partway and I think get a discount. We'll see what blue does on the next turn and then kind of plan accordingly. In the meantime, I am going to be, of course, stacking more defenders in Denver. I'll probably try to pull these guys down if I can. Hopefully they don't go up here and go after these 2 poor guys, because they're just going to have to flee over the mountains if that happens. But yeah, let's go through your feedback for this week. First things first, I wanted to fix something. Where is my new hero? There she is. Sam from Fiscal. We're going to rename her because it just sounds cooler. She is going to be Sam the Auditor. And there we go. So that's Sam the Auditor. Somehow the Auditor just seems menacing, and I like it. We're going to have her, of course, sprint madly towards the city. Any units that can get there, I will split up and move as fast as they absolutely possibly can. This guy too. This guy, he's going to get drafted into service on the Western Front. I already have some armies over here. They're going to move down. They might try to knock this out along the way, but I don't know. That actually looks somewhat tough. I guess I technically have 2 armies, so I probably could. What type of quest did this? Brutal incursion. I don't know. Let's come back to that in a minute after I've gone through some more of your feedback. So, I had some suggestions from you guys, and then I've got some of my own. I had to give a good long think as to how we're going to approach blue because of how big of a problem cascading power is currently for me. We need a whole change in battle plan on the west here. First things first, though, some cleanup from the last episode. Red Marut and Ekiage. Mark of the Owl comes from an optional race trait that I had totally forgotten I took. So I was talking about how how I Mark of the Owl on some of my units. If I look at one of the racial units, just take Dave here. Internal Revenue Service has Mark of the Owl. +2 Shadow Affinity. Cities of the race get 15 knowledge from cleared ancient wonders in their domain, but they have -20 city stability when there is no cleared ancient wonder in their domain. This explains why Vishakan, which also needs to be renamed, why they're so unhappy. They are getting -20 from Mark of the Owl. So yeah, I'd totally forgotten about that. They don't actually have a available Ancient Wonder to them, unless I try to swap one with a different city, and even then, like, Ohio's got one, and they kind of need it with the Eternal Bedchambers there. So I mean, there is the possibility of, if the war with Yellow goes well, I can maybe snag that Demi-Giant Ruins from Father's Rest as a possibility if I barrel through the mountains there. But yeah, just wanted to clear that up. That explains two things at once. Also from Ekiage, if cast on an enemy leader, scry enemy persists through death and revive. So if I had cast scry enemy on Jormag before killing them, I would be able to still see Jormag when they come back, and it would reveal the location of their capital too. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. I didn't know it worked that way. I just sort of assumed it would go away if Jormag was defeated. Also, who does it target? Because it says it targets an enemy army. Does it target the lead unit of that army? Does it target every unit in that army? Like, how does that work? I've never used it before, so feel free to let me know in the comments. From Chris Lighthawk, Bazarkan's AoE breath attack is not blocked by zone of control as seen during the last big battle. You can also see it's not blocked. It doesn't specify that it's blocked by enemy control in Jormag's abilities. I can't look at those right now because Jormag is in the void, but yeah, basically I can't count on getting units into Jormag's face to stop his big AoE attack. Which leaves me with very limited options. He is just incredibly dangerous to fight. From N. Spalding, build a Spelljammer on the Western Front. I did already talk about that a little bit. I was planning to do that anyway, but it was a good suggestion. Ironclad AoE damage radius is actually one tile bigger than it looks. This also from N. Spalding. You can see this at a little bit after the 1 hour 25 minute mark in my last episode if you're interested, but if you look at the shot that Ironclad does, it does splash damage to my own units even though they're out of the visible like AoE range, and I'm not really sure why that is. I thought it might be an enchantment that's on them. I did want to, let me actually take a quick look at my Ironclads. Find somebody who's got one. He's got one. So the barrage attack deals damage in 1 hex radius. What are their enchantments? Warding metals. They don't really have any other enchantments affecting them. So yeah, I don't really know why it does that. Does the ammunition sundering shot do something? No. Deals damage in a 1 hex radius. It was definitely dealing damage outside of that 1 hex radius, and I don't know why, unless one of the enemy units that was getting hit had some enchantment that caused them to do splash damage to adjacent units when they took damage. But nothing about this makes sense to me, but you can very clearly see it. Like I said, if you go to the 1 hour 25 minute mark, a little bit after that in my last video, you can see a shot from an Ironclad do exactly that. It splashes damage beyond the range. I don't know what happened, or why, so just thought I'd mention that. Maybe you can take advantage of it in future battles. Magical wards from the Tome of Warding is also something N. Spalding suggested, and something I was considering as well. If we hop over to the Tome library here, go to the Tome of Warding, magical wards would give me +2 lightning resistance, as well as fire and frost, but it's mostly the lightning resistance that I'm after. There's also a number of other things that I want to keep an eye out for as possible for helping me deal with Bazircon. This could include also magical wards, like I mentioned. It could include Leaf Skin, which gives +1 resistance. It could include Gaia's Chosen, which gives more... that gives more lightning resistance, but it does give you some other vulnerabilities, and it's a tier 4 grass tome, and I don't have a lot of nature affinity to pursue that. But yeah, it's might be worth considering later in the game if this guy is still a problem. Also, Chris Lighthawk mentioned that... let me go to the tome library here so we can look at it, because it's not currently in my book. If you go to the Tome of the Golden Realm, I never did have Gold Touched pop up for me. At least, maybe not after the initial time this book was opened. But I need that. And I'm in kind of a tough spot here, because if I go to my research, you can see I actually have 3 really good options here. All 3 of these are great for me. Tremor Ritual is a great siege spell, just straight up 6 fortification damage, combined with the Wizard's Tower bombardment. You could absolutely blow through cities with siege power that fast. But I'm putting that one on the back burner because I'm not in a position to siege anyone right now. Not even really yellow. Maybe kind of soon with yellow, but it kind of depends. I sort of want yellow to throw something at me so I can gauge how strong they are and see how well I fight it back. The reagent refinery is great, just economically. That's a lot of extra food draft, and the +10 gold is nice. And then Gilding Blast is a great combat spell. But I think none of these matter as much as Gold Touched would. And I'm going to double check, but I don't think I have it already. I looked through my spell book, and I just want to double check in the Tome of the Golden Realm to make double sure that I don't already have that, because I think I'm going to re-roll for it. Where is the tome? There it is. Yeah, no check mark next to it, so I absolutely don't have that yet. I'm going to shuffle research a few times. We'll gamble a little bit here. I don't like gambling on this, and there's other things in here. It'd be really nice. A fortified crucible would be great right about now, but I can't afford that. There it is. We got it. Only took 2 re-rolls. Absolutely need that. Okay, I got a little lucky with that, honestly. Of course, Steve's in the void, so I actually don't get any research progress towards it at all right now, but there's not really anything I can do about that other than wait for Steve to come back. Let's see here. Moving on down the list, we've got Ship's Accountant. Just a clarification, the charge bonus in Age of Wonders 4 appears to be based on straight line distance rather than how far you actually walk to get to the target. I do seem to be able to confirm the same thing. If anyone is curious about how charge units work, in Age of Wonders 3, you could run them around in circles to build up a charge and then go attack. It doesn't seem to work that way in this game. From Chris Lighthawk, Blue has been using explosive manifestation against me. This happened several times in the big battle. With Jormag, there would be a unit that would just sort of teleport in and do some damage in an AoE around them. I thought that was a unit he already had that I had just missed, but it turns out Blue has a spell where he can actually summon a Flow Serpent, I think is what the unit was. If not, it's the Flow Serpent's close equivalent. I know there's some of them, some Flow Serpents over here. I thought it was a Flow Serpent using Astral Pursuit, but it's actually not a Flow Serpent. It was the other serpent-like astral unit that kind of looks like a Flow Serpent. I don't remember what they're called, so it was not one of these, but he's summoning them. I think it might actually summon a random Magic Origin unit, but whatever it summons, it does damage in an AoE around where it's summoned. So he can just pop creatures into existence, so that's good to know. Considering that also gives him, he can do it twice per turn, I think, if he's in the battle, and also gets stacks of cascading power. You can see how things go south really fast in any big battle against this guy. From Queen Wormline, Coralor the Philosopher has Distracting as a hero special ability. Does not come from their orb itself, which I was mistaken about. Might be worth investigating. So Coralor the Philosopher is currently sitting comfortably in my prison, and if you inspect them, they do indeed have Distracting. And I thought about picking them up because this does pair quite well with my build. However, I have decided to go with other heroes first for two reasons. First, the race transformations I'm planning to get to help in the fight against Bosrakan will not affect Coralor the Philosopher, but they will affect people of my own race. And if we go into the recruit menu, we can also see that both of the heroes in here have abilities that are actually really pretty good. Nisela has Beloved, which would solve the city stability problems of my city out to the east, and Roderick has Feed on Chaos, which gives him Consume Chaos, which is just a really good ability in general. So either one of these I think is a good choice right now. I might take her for the economy bonus just because you can create items that give Consume Chaos if you really want them. But yeah, in either case, I think one of these two would be a good choice. And I could spec them out. I might spec them out with more... I might create more items for them, kind of like I did for Sam here, who's charging right here. Maybe another... Well, it's not done yet, but I'm working on it, this lightning orb up here. So that's kind of in the works. And then finally, from Clydon, don't forget teleporters. Given what just happened in the distance between the two front lines, I might need to get those sooner rather than later. I think he's right. So teleporters actually only cost 200 Imperium. That's only 2-turn wait. I've been really wanting to get Resourceful Vigor for a while. And I kind of need that before I can push yellow, because I need that healing over time even while in enemy territory. But if I decide to wait to push yellow for a bit and just hold the line and play in turtle for a little bit here, I might be able to make it worth my while. I am getting a lot of Imperium per turn, and I'm probably going to avoid building tier 4 units or tier 5 units for now, for two reasons actually. First off, Imperium income will stay high, and I can get this, eventually this, which costs 500, and teleporters, so I currently need like 11 turns worth of Imperium income at my current rate. But also because any of the units, tier 4 or tier 5, that I could build, which would be Ironclads or Gold Golems, neither of those is going to be very helpful on the Western Front, because both of them are weak to shock. At least I'm pretty sure Gold Golems are weak to shock. Let me check, because I think I can make them now. Yes, they are quite weak to shock, and I'm pretty sure the Iron Golems, the Ironclads are too, which is just not what I want to bring to that Western Front. Again, like, my entire build right now has to revolve around Jormag, or not, around Bosrakan. Where's that guy's Ironclad? Yep, they are also weak to shock, -4. So yeah, we just can't be bringing those. To fight against him, he'll just fry their electronics or circuitry or whatever. Also, do I have a hero that I can put in here? Or have I already? No, everybody's got a spot. Okay. Alright, well, we'll worry about that later. But that's that. That's basically it. It's just got to get back to the gameplay here and moving units down to deal with things. I think I am going to go ahead and try to clear this. It's actually not too scary. The Warbreed and the Tyrant Knight can be managed if done appropriately, and I don't really know anything about this guy, but he does have kind of a cool charge attack sword. Huh. With power cleave, too. That's not bad on it. That's not bad, because the unit could charge in and get a cone attack off. Well, the charge strike wouldn't apply to it, but yeah. Still potentially useful. I think I'm going to try to take him out. Also, I wanted to do a little bit of reorganization on the northeast here. I want to leave good units here. I don't want to take away all their good stuff to go deal with Bosrakan. But I do want one of those Phoenixes. Mostly because they do a lot of elemental... Actually... No, because Bosrakan's going to have magical wards on all of his guys. So they might not actually be as useful as I was thinking because they'll resist the fire damage. I don't know. Maybe I do leave these guys over here. I was thinking about bringing them down, but maybe not. The Fairy, though, I am going to bring down because the Fairy is a unit that can do electrical damage without being vulnerable to it. Which is quite useful. So she's going to get drafted to come down here. I'm going to mix and match some stuff to, let's see. I kind of want to mix units around so everyone's got a nice balance. We'll give this guy the battle mage unit, I think. And we'll give her one of those dragoons. Actually, I'll put the battle mage with him. And we'll add a musketman to this guy's army. So still a pretty well-balanced group. +1 musketman. -1 fairy. And I'm trying to decide if I want to just pull everyone back now or not. I can produce backup units for these armies pretty quickly. I kind of wanted to have a full backup army ready there. Let's see, I'm producing more overseers than a bunch of dragoons. I might mix in a few more musketmen here because they are still quite good, and if I can get them resistant to magic, they will do a lot of damage. So if I do another mage lock here, maybe move him up in the order. Just kind of a mix of decent race units. Are the cannons weak to shock? That's something I don't know. I'm assuming they probably are. Yes, they are. So having more of these in the west doesn't really help. But they may be useful, and they don't really help up here because of all the defense Yellow has on his units. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave those birds up here. I am summoning more Watchers, and I'm going to end up getting a lot of them out here with Yellow. Maybe I could bring that Exemplar back. Do they have the spell tempered shields? They do. I'm going to take that Exemplar away from this group. I think they'll do more good in the south, because they can help shield units from harm. Okay, this softens this army up a little bit, but when I get Steve back, I'm going to be filling this army out with more Watchers, because while they aren't really... I wanted to use them as a counter to blue, but the problem is the Watchers themselves are also weak to lightning damage, so they just die. It's like glass cannon shooting glass cannon, except their glass cannon is tankier. However, Yellow doesn't have a very good counter to the Watchers. I think stuffing all of them in this army is probably the way to go, and then kind of drawing troops away from this army to go help with the front line down there is probably better. I'm going to leave the cannon here, but I am going to take everybody else. And we'll reinforce this with more Watchers as they become available and hold ground for now. So I think just flooding as many units down to basically plug this leak until I can get a proper long-term solution in place is probably the best idea. I am going to go ahead and take this, just because I do have an extra army that could get there and assist. I'm wondering if I wait a turn, I could bring these guys down and have them just kind of fly by on the next turn, and then I would have even more units. These guys have to stop here anyway, so yeah, I may as well. I'll just wait and do that on the next turn. Although I may want time for them to heal. I don't know. Let's see, what do we got here? I can pretty much force them to come to me. I do have 2 pikes for dealing with the Tyrant Knight. The Warbreed don't really have anything in particular. I think I can take this now, and then they'll have time to heal and patch up, because they're going to need to be able to move as quickly as they can, and not all of this terrain is sand. Although, actually, they're standing on volcanic terrain right now anyway, so it doesn't matter. And I can't cast sand on it, because I can't cast spells because Steve's in the void. So, actually, attacking now doesn't really do me any good. If anything, I would want to attack on the next turn and then move here to where I can heal in that sand. So yeah, we'll just wait until we have extra backup, I guess. I'll move them there for now so they get a little bit more distance. You're doing great. Just stay here. You are doing fine. Maybe go here. Still don't really know what I'm doing with my outpost. I guess I'm building stone walls there. I don't know if they're going to actually try to do anything about it. These guys can wait here for now. If I get a chance, I'll try to slip them out. All you guys, I'm just going to have camp because I can't really afford to do anything with them right now. I did finish Scry Enemy, but obviously can't cast it. And what to do with this city until I can get that hero in here with the city stability bonus, which is probably the one I'm going to take just so that this city isn't useless. Because I think having a good city is better than having one hero with Chaos Eater. So yeah, I probably will go for the one with the city stability to offset that nasty Mark of the Owl debuff. Until then, I need a tavern. I'm going to end up getting that hero long before I get the tavern. So I'll probably just... let's see. What can we do here? They got up to 3 tiles that can be foresters. I'm just going to take the foresters and get started on any growth structures. Like the storehouse. Yeah. Just get it working on something that's long-term useful. And I can just kind of develop that city over time as we go. Hasteberry's acquired, Steve's forced into the void, Ruler Bazarkan has withdrawn to the void, and Jormeg has been captured. Okay, that's all stuff we're aware of. Infestations, evading forces, lovely. Although it looks like they're right in the middle of all of Yellow's stuff. Okay. DC produced a cannon. That one's already going west, so I guess I'll just leave it going west because right now I have nothing out there, and having something is better than having nothing, so. Outpost produce palisade walls. Okay, I am going to upgrade this to stone walls to buy me more time in case this guy makes a push at it. How close did that get to his... Yeah, it's not quite... Unfortunately, this doesn't quite reach to where I could do... Well, hang on. Actually, I could do a siege on Father's Rest and keep 2 armies in friendly territory. I could have 2 positioned here and here, and then 1 here, and they would still be protecting each other. I actually might be able to launch a siege on that earlier than I thought. I do want more Watchers, though, before I try that move. And I still wish Yellow would attack me so I could gauge his overall strength. Back to DC. Is it actually worth building anything here? I don't really think it is. The mob camp, maybe, but the thing is that it makes tier 1 units cheaper, and I'm not going to make any tier 1 units. I've got plenty of time to build a Spelljammer if things look like they're going sideways. It would only take 2 turns to get, so for now I'm just going to do merchandise in DC. And Ohio can annex a province. What was I planning on getting next with Ohio? I actually don't remember. Do you have the estate hall yet? No, you don't. So I was probably going to go Forester and then get the estate hall. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm working on the bathhouse. Ohio is not doing great either. I may need to pivot here and grab a tavern. Do I already have a tavern? Maybe it's because I lost Steve and people are upset. That might pass in a minute. I do have a tavern. I was working on a bathhouse, apparently for a good reason. City stability in here sucks. We'll hold off on queuing the estate hall for now. It's getting minus 40 from domain. And it's just from the domain. It's not... Oh, minus 20 from Steve being dead. There it is. So, yeah, that doesn't help. Well, we'll have to wait for that to bounce back, but in the meantime, we'll focus on the bathhouse. Alright, I guess there's not really anything to do now, but just drop a quick save and end the turn. And see what Bazarkan does. I really hope he backs these units off, because if he charges the city... Well, you know, I don't know. Actually, if he charges the city, it might not be the worst thing. He is going to charge the city. Okay. You know, I think I can deal with this. Because he's not healing as long as he's doing this. And, okay. So, while I can't... He's not actually even sieging yet. What's he doing? Is he bringing in more? He's got more units up here. He doesn't have any heroes to do anything about that outpost. I can't really move these guys safely into the city, but I could get them part of the way there, and then they could probably make it the rest of the way on their own. I just need to get them to, like, here. That tile there. Let's see if they do anything if I move these guys here, because maybe I can slide them right past and get them into the city on the next turn. In the meantime, we're gonna... Ah, crap, I can't quite get that in there. Alright, for now we're just gonna have the one Dragoon. These guys can't really make it very far past Denver right now. So I can bring this thing up here, probably to that watchtower. It wants to go through there, which I guess is fine. There's probably a road there, yeah. Okay, I'll bring it here for now. And they'll be able to make it to the city on the next turn. And I'll probably stack units on them because nobody else is going to quite make it in. Okay, she can. Maybe if I can show just enough force there, I'll scare them away. And she's going to have that really good lightning orb on the next turn, which is going to be huge against them. I can get Eagle and Fairy down here. And I'm going to go ahead and run this in auto combat. They might go without a fight. I don't want to take that risk. I would love the city stability. Okay, all cities of your empire gain 35 city stability for 6 turns. That would be huge right now. Removes the independent army, but if it's... I would lose 2 chaos affinity if I don't. You know, losing chaos affinity actually doesn't hurt me that much because I've already maxed out the chaos tree. He would get increased morale, but that's really the only problem with this. I think the benefit from this option, it outweighs... Yeah, so basically I'm going to try to threaten this guy, and if I'm successful, all cities of my empire gain a bunch of city stability for 6 turns, which is more than enough to offset the temporary problem of Steve being gone. Ah, dang it. Alright, well... We'll just do it the old-fashioned way then. Alright, we're fine. Ooh. Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes, please. Oh, do I do an evil character action for a bunch of Imperium? I think I do. Or I could get increased morale for all my troops for a while. This... I know there's a time limit on this. Oh, I get some city stability just from doing this quest. Okay, that helps. Gosh, this needs to tell you how many turns you get that bonus for. Alright. I think I need the Imperium more. Yeah. I'm Imperium starved right now. Yeah, we'll do the evil person option there. Let's see, I'm at minus 35 evil right now, so I'm still a bit on the evil side. If I go here, I could get there in 2 turns and then heal. I wanted to check this war breed, reptilian bloodletters. What are their things? Tenacious. Wow, he doesn't really have anything very good for a war breed. I don't think tenacious matters because I think they're just a single unit. And he's costing 7 Imperium per turn. I don't really like that, but most likely he's just going to die on the front lines anyway, so it's fine. I won't get too attached to him, but he's a body to get on the front lines right now, so I'll take it. Yeah, and I thought about trying to like having these units stop in the sandy terrain to heal, but they can stop in Denver to heal, I think. Right now, just getting them there is more important. We just need units. And that is all. So got quite an army that's only a couple turns away. They will not be able to siege Denver in time before all these reinforcements get there. Now that I've got all that extra Imperium, do I go ahead and get the teleporter infrastructure? No, I don't think I do yet, because I've already got my armies mostly there to deal with this, and also I don't have a great spot to put the teleporter right now. Ideally, I would probably want it to be, I don't know, I might go with this spot, so it's just a little bit behind the city to make it more difficult for enemies to block it, although I don't know if they're smart enough to do that. If you guys know in the comments, just let me know if enemy AI is actually smart enough to block teleporters, like specifically go after them to prevent you from bringing troops in. That would be maybe good to know. I want another overseer out there. I eventually am going to need to get some extra units to back up these guys over here, but again, I'm going to be relying more on Watchers once Steve comes back. Texas produced a Beacon of Valor. Can Denver build one of those? Because that would be pretty handy. I think it might come later. I don't think I can get it yet. There may be some other prerequisite for it that I'm not aware of. So one thing I haven't memorized is all the prerequisites for certain buildings. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know. Alright, well, in one more turn, we'll have Archer battlements up, which will... Actually, can I just hurry? I'm going to spend the 68 gold to just hurry the production of that. That gives Denver an extra 5 defense. I think that's worth it. And we'll go ahead and work on a Caltrip stash. Really stacking as much defense in Denver as I possibly can, because Denver desperately, desperately needs it. And then we'll do the Spelljammer on the next turn. I'll switch off the Caltrip stash and focus on the Spelljammer. Actually, I might do the workshop instead, because that'll help build things faster. You know what? No. We'll leave it as Caltrip stash for now. Because, well, actually, yes. Because I can actually just cancel this now and get the money back from it because the production was overflow. So yeah, we'll do the workshop because it'll help me build other things following up faster. And I could really use that in Denver. Denver needs a lot of economic upgrades. Okay, you can go hang out with her. Kind of surprised he didn't initiate a siege on that turn. Alright, well, I know what's coming from this direction, so if I could manage to select this guy, I'm going to move him down here to get ready to cross back over to the other side of the mountains again, I think. They shouldn't be able to reach me. Yeah, we're fine there. Texas got a Beacon of Valor that it probably didn't really honestly need. Texas has a lot of other things I could be doing with it. I still want a Great Foundry on this spot. And then a Bazaar of Wonders somewhere. Though I don't exactly know where yet. That needs unique things around it, right? So... yeah, I'll decide on that later. For now, we'll let Texas just produce merchandise. Support the war effort elsewhere. and just continue to grow. Could build the estate hall now and get growth up and just ignore my need for another forester, which might be worth doing. Yeah, because that's 30 food per turn can be done in 4 turns. It's going to be 5 turns before I get another city upgrade structure. And yeah, because if I wait 5 turns for the city to grow again, the idea was to get the Great Foundry, not another forester, and I was going to knock out this tile and put it here. So I think Texas needs to admit to the fact that it just doesn't have enough foresters, and it's just going to have to build the estate hall the regular way. But in the long run, that'll still be good for growth, and I do need city growth right now. Let's see, in Vegas, can they build anything to help out? The extraction nexus, possibly. That needs special province improvements, which I actually don't have any of here. There's quite a few I could build, though. I probably need to focus on those in Vegas, actually. Alright, so this, what does this count as? That's a mine. I got a quarry there, a quarry here, a quarry there. And can build lots more quarries. So I know some of these benefit from quarries. The Rune Carver's Camp, obviously, but I think I want the War Foundry. Oh gosh, War Foundry would be nice if I knocked, like, this tile out. It would also be good here. But I could, there's a lot of adjacencies I could get for that. I could add more quarries here. I might actually put the War Foundry where that is, because this could potentially be adjacent to a lot of quarries. What else do we have? Reaver Manufactorium, which is also another good one. That's good for adjacent quarry, forester, or mine. This would be a good one right here. I think I'm going to do that. Get the Reaver Manufactorium there. There's also the Great Foundry, which gets bonuses per adjacent mine. That could go... That could go here, or if I make a mine there, that would be good there. Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking I got this kind of figured out. So this one's going to go right now. This one's going to go here, which is, it counts as a mine, right? So, yeah, I think that's worth it. We'll get that one up and running, and then I'll have other stuff. I think I've got a pretty good plan for what we're going to do in Vegas. Some of it's going to require knocking out some more mountains, but we can make a really good, because a lot of these things like the Reaver Manufactorium, the Great Foundry, the War Foundry, they all, and even the Bazaar of Wonders, when you add in all those special province improvements, they all benefit each other quite nicely. So I think we can get Vegas to have potentially a lot more draft and gold income. All right, Denver is, well, not under siege yet, and we're happy for that, but I suspect it will be on the next turn. Respond to heroes' offers to join. Yes, please. Wait, hang on. Oh, I can wait, hang on. Did he release Jormag? He released Jormag from prison. And it's a free recruit. I was not expecting that. I don't think I've ever had that happen before in my experience. But we can totally just get Jormag back. Of course, he's lost his items, which sucks, but I mean, maybe he really wanted his items. Crap, that means one of his heroes has that Ankh of the Phoenix or whatever. I'll have to take it back off their body, but yeah, I will take Jormag back for free, thank you. That's encouraging. And we're going to send him right back out to go do the same crap that he was doing. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any items and lost his good Dragon Claw that I just made for him, so I'll have to make another one. Although I think I'm going to make the new one differently. Oh, crap. I bet he gave that to Bazarkan, which just makes things even worse. Alright, well... Nothing for it, I'll just have to deal with it. No governor set for Ohio. Well, you're lucky. Aren't you in luck? Jormag's back. Hang on. Who needs this more, actually? Does the governor provide any stability bonus to a city? Hang on. The city currently has 11. If I put Jormag in there, it's still 11. Okay, so the governors don't inherently give some sort of stability bonus. Let's see. I killed this guy. Got his cool charge strike thing. Does anyone have charge strike? I'm going to sell his remains, I think, if I have any hero with charge strike on a horse. Kevin is built as a charge hero right now, but he's using this great axe instead of being mounted. Dave is an archer. Sharon is a charge unit. Yeah, we'll give that to Sharon. I think that's not a bad choice. It was this guy, inspect. Yeah, take that. And we give that to Sharon. Also, I probably think it's worth looking at some of the dead heroes to see if they've got anything they could give to Jormag. You can have this for now. Brutal Scorcher of Cleaving. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Let's look at my crypt and see if there's anyone who has, like, trinkets or rings or really anything that I could give to Jormag. Any trinkets or rings. I don't really care about weapons. No, no, no. 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 And no. Okay, well, we'll just have to get them ourselves on. What orb did you have? Okay, it's just a tier 2 frostbolts. Alright, we're not going to worry about that. We'll just move on to the next turn, I guess. Not much to do other than frantically, like I said, try to plug that leak over there. At least Denver's looking noticeably tankier now. And on the next turn, Denver's going to start work on that Spelljammer, which is going to be critical. Oh, they're summoning crap. I mean, shouldn't be surprised. He is a magic summoning dragon type. All right, what are they doing? They're just kind of moving around. I'm not really... I think they're waiting for reinforcements. But they're giving me too much time. I think they're also trying to heal up a little bit. But they're not going to heal up enough. If I had even a halfway decent army down there right now, I would have engaged them on that last turn, because with Bazarkan being out of the fight and unable to cast spells, that's critical. But Bazarkan's back now. Bad news is, good news is that Steve's back, and he is going straight back to the front line. Run as fast as you can. And on this turn, we can actually start filling out those armies pretty nicely, but it won't be enough to deal with them. Okay, so I don't know, how far can this cannon go? You can't quite make it. Alright, we'll move you to where that one was, and move this one in with them. I can get these guys in with them now. Yeah, I won't be able to do anything about them on the next turn, but I can take a more aggressive placement. And I can also get these guys down safely. Can move these guys over this far. They should be able to reach the city on the next turn. Also, they can heal in that territory, which is nice. These guys can't, so they'll have to wait until they're back in friendly territory to heal. These guys, I'm gonna let them stop here, because they can get a pretty big chunk of health out of that. And then Jormag can go as far as where that cannon is. And then, of course, I'm bringing these guys in. Gold Touch is 3 turns away now, so that's at least proceeding, and that's going to make a big difference. Having extra +2 resistance. And then the Summon Watchers also working its way through. I want a bunch of those over here. Hey, we got an eye on this guy for the first time in a while. I wanted to take a quick refresher on his special ability. Yeah, its breath attack can inflict gilding, which is bad. Okay, this is his special stuff. Summons a random golem unit, and he basically gets a free heal every turn. Which isn't, or maybe it's every other turn, it says cooldown of 1. But that's not nearly as scary as Bazirkan being able to cast 2 spells in 1 turn, while also having Cascading Power active. That's just way too scary of a combination. So in my opinion, Bazirkan is still far more dangerous. I actually didn't want to end my turn there. Crap. I think I still had units that could move. That was a misclick. Yeah, these guys could have... Dang it! There was a bunch of stuff I could have done. Why didn't it give me the little warning of you still have units that can move? Or maybe I did move them and... No, I'm confident that I could have moved these guys. Crap. I think I just wasted some time. Okay, now we have a decision to make. Do I jump out and attack these heroes now before Bazirkan shows up? I think I probably do. I think we need to be aggressive here. Plus I can get these guys close enough. Yeah, I can massively outnumber this group, and they're somewhat injured already. Now, Bazirkan is around, he will cast spells, and Cascading Power will be an issue, but he himself is not in this battle. That makes a big difference. Ooh, the Balor's back, although he needs to heal up. Yeah, he's got to take a timeout for a little while. Hang on a second. I think now it's time to pick up Resourceful Vigor. He'll heal up a lot faster with that. Alright, there's one of the things that I really wanted. Alright. Oh, yeah, and Sharon. We need to give her not Sharon. This is Sam. I'm going to get those two mixed up. Lightning Orb. Give that to her. I'm going to work on another one of those, I think. More units with Lightning Orb. I might even let Steve use one while he's down. Yeah, I'm going to make one for Steve. Just to use against... Specifically against Bazirkan. Let's see, I gave that one Wet and Distracted. Yeah, I'm going to give one to Steve, just like that. Make another. Okay. Anything to dish out electrical damage. This will be called the Lightning Sphere. Let's see here. So I want... What did I do with it? I think I did Wet, Distracted. What else did I do? Because those two by themselves... aren't enough. I did something else to that item, I think. Let me check. But yeah, there's still two things I can get. I must have done like a crit bonus or something. Hang on. I need to take another look at it. Plus 20% critical hit chance. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's do that. Unless I have something better that has since become available. Frenzy is good too. Okay, I think I gave her the crit bonus because she's got that gilding effect that can gild on a crit. Steve doesn't have that. So with Steve, I might do Frenzy instead. Unless there's something else that is specifically very useful against... Oh, maybe Hero Slayer. Ooh. Actually, yes. He has been throwing a lot of heroes at me. Okay, we'll do Hero Slayer for Steve. And we'll do... I don't know, though. Is that better than Frenzy? 40% damage is a lot, but Frenzy has the potential to stack a lot more than that. Against any unit. It stacks up to 5 times. I think Frenzy is better overall. Okay, we're gonna take that out. How do I remove that? No, I don't want that. Where's the button to remove? Or do I right click? Oh no, I select it and remove. There we go. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do frenzy. Or decaying. He's not really doing that much healing though. And the idea with this is to kill quickly, not do debuffs over time. What about Dragon Slayer? I don't think I have that. There's inflict weakened, inflict taunted, inflict slowed, inflict poison, distracted. I know I'm going to do distracted. And I'm going to do wet. Yeah, I think we just leave it as this. This plus distracted plus inflict wet. And we're going to call it Steve's Lightning Orb. That way I can differentiate it from the other one. And then I'm going to go in here and clean house of some old crap that I don't need, like the Giant's Mane, which I just got rid of. Staff of Blossoms that I'm never going to use. I got the Sword Shield thing. That's alright, I guess. One of those helmets can get gone. And I only have 2 mounts left. I'll probably hang on to those in case I need to put someone on horseback. Don't need that shield. I have much better shield options. Alright, we're good enough. Let's do it. So we'll make another one. Just literally building items specifically tailored to kill one enemy. Yep, yeah, I did absolutely waste a turn of movement there when I accidentally clicked on end turn. But I don't think it's going to matter a lot. I think I can do this next battle without any losses if I do it quickly. That's the key here, because the longer battles with this guy get drawn out, the more damage he does. Okay, Steve can make it here. He can't quite get involved in this one, unfortunately, but at least all these guys can. As can Jormag. Alright, it's time to form an army. A couple of them, actually. Jormag, you go there. Join forces with these guys, those two. The higher tier units. These guys can't quite reach, unfortunately. They'll have to wait. But all these guys can get in on this. We'll give Jormag one of those Dragoons. She's going to have more movement, so we'll put her in the front. Because I'm going to want to pull everyone back. Well, they won't be able to, but there's nothing else threatening me. I was going to pull everyone back into the walls afterwards, but it's not really that threatening or scary right now, so... let's see... I'm going to want the Overseer up there. I'm going to want... Is there any better units I can get besides this stuff? None that have enough health. So I'll put you there. In fact, I'll put... oh man, I wish Steve or the Balor could move on this turn. Because I need to get them back together. Because the Balor costs a lot of upkeep. Okay, you can go there because you cost a significant amount of upkeep. These guys can't make it to the battle, so they're just going to go... Let's see. We'll take the tier 3s and put them with Steve for upkeep reasons. The others can just kind of go wherever they land. I guess we'll stack them with the Balor. We've got these guys coming down. We've got these guys coming down. Got quite a response here. And now it's time for me to start dropping units out of these armies and replacing them with more and more giant floating eyeballs. We'll drop you and get another mage watcher. Not Mage Bane. By the way, is there any way to get Mage Banes? I was wondering about that, but I don't see them in any of the tomes. Those would be great. Just bring one of those into battle with Jormag and shut him down, but I got a feeling those are very difficult, if not impossible, for a player to get, just because they are so powerful. But yeah, if there is a way to get Mage Banes, those astral units that block the opponent from casting spells, let me know, because I will do almost anything to get my hands on those if it's possible. Let's summon another Watcher. We got time before Gold Touched is ready. And yeah, we're looking good. So then I think I've moved pretty much everything up that I can. So it's just going to be on these two. I'll just throw them into the mix. I do have a Harrier Overseer combo here, so maybe I can grab a nice unit out of this. That'd be cool. And Denver can... oh, okay, hang on. How much gold do I have? Because if I can get a Spelljammer up before this fight, that would be even better. We'll just throw a quarry down here, but I'm going to build the Spelljammer on this spot back here. And how much does it cost to hurry the production? It's only 446 gold. I will pay for that because these guys are in my borders, which means I now have a Spelljammer active in this fight. Which means Jormeg, although he can still cast spells... Wait, hang on. Bazarkan gets the Arcanist Master. I really need this to stay there, so... Wait, can he do that whether or not he's in the battle? I thought he had to be in the battle for that to work. Chosen a Bazarkan. Okay, maybe the heroes are benefiting from it. I don't think this stacks. Because if it did, then he'd be able to cast like 4 spells in a turn. That doesn't sound right. But it's possible his heroes channel that ability for him. Interesting. Okay. It's a low-risk battle. We'll see what the auto-combat says. But with that Spelljammer active, I feel quite a bit better. Okay, that was still an unacceptable loss. All right. Round 2, I guess, or well, not round 2. We're far beyond round 2 at this point, but so he's already got a stack of cascading power up. We have to make this fast. Every battle against this guy needs to be a blitz. From here, Sharon can already hit a couple things. I think I'm gonna do that. I'll just block her with other units. We're gonna force, okay, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna force them to react. If they charge Sharon, oh crap, this army got held up. All right, because he stun locked them. That seems to work on every unit it touches. Okay, Sharon might be in a little trouble now. Alright, we're gonna give Sharon some magical buffs. I'm also going to position the Dragoon in front, who can't actually shoot anything from there, but he can help guard Sharon. I'll get the cannon back here. Right there, probably. Yeah, right there. Oh wait, no, not right there. We'll put it right there. Because this guy needs to guard Sharon and guard the Dragoon. They could stun that entire group there too, so that would suck. Move him here. And we'll just have to move them up whenever they feel like it, apparently. And the cascading power stacks. Okay, not terrible. Just got to get the units out of, not Sharon, Sam. I'm going to get that really mixed up. I'm going to have to change her name because I'm getting them confused. We got to get these guys off of her. Now I can cast my spells, though. Those guys got absolutely fried by something. Is there anything better you can hit by stretching out? No, this is really like the best thing for you to hit right there. Yeah, just shoot him. Yep, just blow those guys away. Get kills. I just need kills. I can use him to heal heal my dragoons if I want to. Or I could try to subdue somebody, but none of these units here are really worth subduing. You know what, Jormite, get that Earth Element, or not Earth Element, well, hey, look, it is an Earth Elemental. Just get him out there. Get that extra unit on the field. Okay, we got a Warhound. I'm gonna use that to not do that because it would die. Oh, wait, the Warhound? Hey, look at this. Being useful. Let's get him into the middle of everybody. Can move these guys here, I guess. We'll probably go ahead and mark him. I can... Geez, that's a strong hero. They're going to really hurt whatever they hit. I'm gonna block the mage locks with that dragoon. They are not... The dragoons are not really built to do this. But that's what I need them to do right now. Now, if you could get a really lucky... Oh, no, wait, I can't immobilize. There's fortune removed. You know what? Why not? Just hit him with something. Leave them back there. This Harrier can potentially immobilize him. I could probably shoot those guys. It would be nice if I could mark them first, which the Harriers can do. All right. I think Sharon's better off just channeling power and hitting something. I'm gonna have him heal the Dragoon. I don't really want him dying. Well, what's the most dangerous thing here? It is probably not that spider hatchling. I'm gonna hazard a guess to say it's that Spellbreaker back there. It's actually their heroes and possibly the Watcher, but... With the right spells and this guy, I bet I could kill that Watcher. Or should I just kill the units that are within reach? Because I'm kind of, if I kind of ignore them, he's already used his AoE, right? Yeah, he did. I'm gonna undo that move. We're just gonna have Sharon shoot, or Sam, yeah, I'm changing her name after this, shoot what she can, and kill what she can, and just keep taking units out, regardless of which ones. Oh, that spider's a combat summon, though. Yeah, I'm not as worried about them. Those guys actually do a pretty solid amount of damage. I think I'll soften them up a bit. Let's go ahead and channel power now. Okay. And I did get the distracted in there, which means I should be able to finish them off. I think the only unit left is the Dragoon. Okay, no, I don't want to end my turn yet. I want to use a spell. I think I'm gonna try to pin these guys down. Okay, he's got his regular attack. Does this guy have... Okay, his Psychic Gaze is on cooldown. Which one of these would I rather one-shot kill? Or should I just do Mental Mark and give everyone Sundered Resistance? I think in this particular case, since Sharon's already moved, I go with Crushing Earth and see if I can one-shot probably that guy. Got him. Okay. Not freaking messing around. Okay, we can totally move up and just shoot this guy and then back off. I'll probably move them right here to possibly absorb some hits for Sharon. Actually, I'm going to move him here, because I think that spell guy... I think I'm out of his range, yeah. Actually, I would have been out of his range here anyway, so it's fine. We'll just kind of block Sharon and the turn. See what he does next. I do expect that I probably will lose a few things here. And it looks like the Dragoon is probably going to be the one to go. That's fine, they're easily replaceable. Got plenty more on the way. Okay, good. We got a nice lineup here. I can take out a hero on this turn. That canceled his retaliation. That allows Sharon to... Or Sam... Oh my gosh. This is impossible. It allows Sam to back off. Looks like they got that guy back somehow. Not really sure how they did that. Yeah, this guy's effect is still present in this battle. You know what, Jormag? Yeah, go ahead and sprint here. Get in that guy's face. Because we can pin him. Actually, might use him over there. Stand your ground. Shoot. Yeah, just shoot the hero again. We'll keep it simple. Now, if I could... maybe I actually should have shot those spiders over there. It might have been more useful. Well, no, I can get the spiders off of the mages. Alright, so what I'm going to do is... This guy's had his retaliation broken. I'm going to back her off. Fry him a few times. He is now distracted. I can use these guys to zap him or shoot him. That's one hero down. Then these guys can come around here, get a flank attack on the spiders and get them off of my mage locks. We're then going to take cover. And then I can move... Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to move this guy here and just defend. Give some resistance to all those units. I'm also going to back the Harrier off. And then I want to get... Let's see, he's a combat summon, right? So I'm just going to run out here and defend on this guy. Force him to move or back off or do something that he doesn't want to do. Oh, I didn't realize I still had this guy. If I'd have known that, I would have probably left the mage lock where it was and tried to shoot the spider to kill it. And then maybe they would have been able to shoot something. I think backing them off was a mistake. I should have tried to move them to a spot where they could shoot something on the next turn. Alright, let's let's do this. Take out a big chunk of that guy's health. And I can use the Harriers to kind of pin this unit in place between them and Jormag, so they can't do anything. And the Dragoon's turn is effectively over. But I am going to move it away, I think. Well, no, I'm going to move it here. He can back up. No, I don't want to expose him to that much damage. Undo that. We'll move him back. Okay, that looks fine for now. We can mark target. I guess the spider, because there's nothing else. And end the turn. Although I probably want to cast another spell here. Maybe mental mark at this point. Possibly on that hero back there. That's just an evoker. How much damage can he dish out? It's not a lot. I think I might actually just crushing earth that this freaking thing again. Yeah, stay dead, please. They really want that guy dead? They might get it with cascading power. Oh wait, no, they didn't. Okay. Alright, now I need to pin down that hero. Which I think I can actually do pretty easily. Yeah, I can. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna shoot them with the gun. Let's see, I can hit them. This guy is going to despawn on the next turn, I think. We'll just blow him away with a cannon. We'll blow them away with a cannon. And then I can kill this guy with Dragoon. I can move Jormag here. I'm actually going to go ahead and try a little freeze here. It probably won't work, but we slowed him down. And if I put these guys here, I can't really do much. I can sort of just start hitting them. Also, I can move the cannon up into range, and I can move Sam into range, who can dish out an absolute ton of damage. Yeah, and it doesn't really matter what I do here. I guess I can try to protect some vulnerable units from getting fried. If cascading power triggers again. Alright, that's pretty much it. It didn't hit any of the weak ones, so we're good. Alright. Hey, Jormag, how about a little revenge? That feel good? Alright. All we lost was a Dragoon. I am more than willing to accept that. That is totally fine with me. Alright. I feel good. I feel better. There's a little catharsis there after what happened in the last episode. I also just realized I still have fast combat animations on him. I'm not going to turn it off unless I have another battle. Sorry if that was moving a little quickly. Let's see. Get these guys up here. Oh, I could have had them in on this. Oh, I forgot about them. Oh well. We didn't need them. Well, I mean, maybe my Dragoon might have needed them. But, his sacrifice will not be forgotten. Speaking of Dragoon, wow, Vegas... Didn't I have quite a few units queued up there? It might be spitting out units faster than I thought it was. Okay, well, let's get some more. Yeah, another Dragoon. In fact, a couple more. And then maybe another Overseer and another Mage Lock. Why not? Just keep making units. I know his leader is in the vicinity, which makes me wonder if he's going to make another push. These guys were moving in, probably to support those armies, but then those armies got wiped. I'm going to move this guy back down to this southern mountain range. I'm thinking about putting a watchtower out here. It might be a waste of gold, though, unless I can actually get troops in to hold the fort, which I want to do that, but that does take me out of Spelljammer reach, and I don't like that. I just need that outpost there to when I'm sieging their city. So it's still strategically important, but it's not the greatest defensive point. Denver is far better if I want to hold ground, but I don't want to lose the outpost either. It's a difficult call. Let's see. What else can Denver do? Could get a Mana Forge. That probably would be helpful. Anything to boost economy a bit, or more defense. Caltrop Stash would be fine. Could work towards Ballista Towers. Yeah, let's... What about the Extraction Nexus? I don't have any special province improvements in Denver yet. That might be a better place to start if I want economy bonuses. Although I just don't have the... don't have quite the stretch for it right now. Kind of need the improvements that I have where they're at. And the problem is Denver is long and thin, so I can't get a lot of adjacency bonuses out of it yet. It's going to be 9 turns before it grows too. This might be another one where I just eat the cost and build the estate hall. Let's get the stonemason. Denver's still got plenty of buildings it can make. Stonemason will help that go faster. Especially since I have plenty of money. Now for this outpost, I am going to build the watchtower. I think that's potentially very useful out here. Also, I'm going to, with that outpost being there, I'm going to move this guy to the other side of the mountain range because I know that there was another infestation targeting me and I would like to see it before it is already over the mountains, in case it's the dragons again. Okay, so we got a forester here. City's feeling better because, you know, they, Wait, did I pick up the right... No, I got Jormag back, that's right. Okay. So I didn't get that other hero with the city stability bonus. Let's... probably just do another forester and focus on growth, because the quicker it grows, the quicker I can get the town hall upgrade and then the tavern and keep grabbing city stability bonuses. So yeah, we'll take another forester for now. Trying to think about future adjacency possibilities here. I think I'm going to take the forester here. Or that one. Actually, I'll take that one because it gives me a little more vision range. Alright. So I'm kind of thinking this might be a good spot for a good future spot for whatever I'm building in Vegas right now. Or whatever I just finished building in Vegas. The Reaver Manufactorium. Because that gets forestry, mine, and quarry adjacency bonuses. And I could get up to 4 of those in that spot. 1, 2, up to 5 in this spot, actually. So yeah, I might put a Reaver Manufactorium there later. For now, you guys should work on a granary. It's just nice that I've got this city back here growing now. It was such a pain to get this area cleared out. But in the long run, that's going to really help my economy. Let's see, we're in Vegas. We can do the Masonic Hall. But I wanted more. No, I wanted more of these in Vegas. Okay, so now that we got the Reaver Manufactorium, which benefits from adjacent quarries, forests, or mines, I probably want to build something that gets a benefit from quarries or mines next to it, which is going to be either the Great Foundry. That's specifically mine, so I probably want that one here. Ah, I think I see what the play is here. Great Foundry gets a bonus from mines, right? But it also counts as a mine. The Bazaar of Wonders counts as a mine. But the Bazaar of Wonders wouldn't have much of a adjacency bonus yet, would it? But the War Foundry, that would be very good in Vegas. That gets bonuses from adjacent quarries or mines. Vegas grows again on the next turn. I'm thinking of putting the War Foundry here and surrounding it with quarries, because I want more mines next to the Bazaar of Wonders. Has Vegas already built the estate hall? I could replace this with a mine and then put... No, that wouldn't quite work, would it? Yeah, I'll have to give this some more thought. Maybe off camera. The city adjacency bonus stuff can get really complicated. I like to generally look at that off camera before deciding. For the moment, I think it doesn't hurt to put a Great Foundry here. Because that gets bonuses. No, not Great Foundry. A War Foundry. Because that gets bonuses from quarries or mines, and I can put lots of quarries around there. I think there's spot for 1, 2, 3, 4 if I knock out the mountains. Because I think typically when you knock out the mountains, it leaves rocky rubble, right? Does it? Or is it just sand? No, I knocked out this mountain, and there's definitely rubble there, and I've got a quarry in this one too, so yeah. Yeah, I should be able to do that. So yeah, let's do the War Foundry. It's also really good for Vegas in general, because it's just a flat plus 20 draft, and that's a lot. So we'll put that here. And it still counts as a quarry for that adjacency bonus. It looks like a pathetic adjacency bonus now, but it'll become better over time. Okay, so we're summoning the Watcher. That's fine. On the next turn, we start on Gold Touched. It looks like I captured somebody. Sivia the Brutal. You've got a... Oh, motivating bottle. I thought that was the cloud in the bottle. Units in this army gain 10% more experience. She's also got a ring that could give status resistance to Jormag, as well as True Sight, which I think Jormag might already have. I'd have to check. Pretty good armor, too. Yeah, I'm going to sell her stuff. She was really good, though. She was a level 7 hero. I think I want to execute her. It's the evil thing to do, but I think I want to execute her. This will turn me to very evil. I can always release somebody else if I want to. Who's their crappiest hero? I don't really want her going back. She was dangerous. Or was it this one? Yeah, she was less dangerous. Yeah, I want her stuff, so, and I don't want to be evil. Okay, you know what? Part of her power came from the stuff she had. She had that displace and replace axe. Although, that might be... Oh, that's just an ability she has. Yeah, I don't want you back on the battlefield. I'll take the evil points. We're now a little more evil, but I can balance it out by releasing somebody else that I don't care about. And also taking their items, whoever it is. Buller's got a regular old... He's got some resistance stuff, but that gives lightning resistance. Okay, you know what? You can have this guy back. There we go. This totally balances out the person we just killed. I'm just trying to keep that from getting any more evil because it hurts me. I don't like the idea of giving Bazar Khan back his heroes for free, but that guy wasn't anything too special. And he does give me an item that gives me lightning resistance. We can also now give Jormag True Seeing Signet and that thing that helps his units level up faster. Obviously, he can't have any weapons, so I would need a new claw for that. She has to keep that. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, the new orb for Steve isn't as good for him as I was thinking. I might end up giving it to somebody else entirely, because Steve's kitted out for, yeah, I kind of need another hero out here, don't I? I really do, actually. I might have to respec Steve. He might have to lose the gun. What's he got already? He's got archery. That doesn't help magical items. Although it may still be better than his gun. I don't know. I worked hard to give him a tier 4 gun, so I don't really want to just not use it. I don't know. I think that item could still be handy over here, because this guy's got a lot of units that are also going to be weak to lightning damage. So I don't think building the orb is the waste. I just don't think it's going to end up going to Steve. We might end up respecking Kevin and make him like a mage. Or really any of the others, like Dave. I think we may have already respec Dave once. No, we never did. Maybe we'll turn Dave into... we might give this to Dave. Yeah, it's going to be called Steve's item, but it's not going to go to Steve. Because I don't want to respec Steve. Okay, and then your remains have been collected. What did you have? Mystic Mace. Alright, I'm not worried about you. Rather have them generating passive income in the crypt. Alright. Well, do we go to the next turn? Do I have time? You know what? I think I'm gonna have to call it a stopping point for this episode. Like I said, I'm kind of busy today, so I got a lot of stuff I need to get done. So I think I'm gonna stop it here. This seems like a good point. Yeah, let me know what you think about the ongoing situation. I think we've done well enough to... I think we stopped the immediate problems with blue. So we're kind of back to something of a status quo with them, especially having gotten Jormag back. But I need to think about what I'm going to do if they try to siege that outpost. Do I run out there and try to meet them, or do I hide behind the safety of my Spelljammer? The outpost is going to be crucial for actually landing a successful siege. And I might have done enough damage to them to knock them down if you push them back down a few notches. Plus, I do have my Balor back, but he needs time to heal, so there's kind of some uncertainty as to how we proceed over here. At the very least, Denver's not on death's door anymore, so at least there's that. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see you all again in the next one. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Roderick, Sarah Feingold, and Tibian Army. Thanks so much, everybody.